How is
Nice to
everyone?
see you on time for your own time setting, as always.
I don't. That's something I don't have the ability to actually do at the moment. So,
At the moment.
Yeah.
If
or
it was ever a thing.
no, the only thing I can actually do is rock up to work on time at the moment, and even then, that's a struggle sometimes. So, everything else just happens at whatever time it decides to fall. So,
Well, luckily you're not a dog, so we're not betting on you.
yeah, at least you go on one from one. So, or you lost the next couple.
No, we only had one so far. There's another one coming up in 3 minutes. So
Okay. Are you going to commentate that? Are you going to tell us which one that is so we can see it and commentate it?
it's Dapto race 2.
All right. I will put it on the TV on my side and we'll see what happens. Hopefully it actually comes out as a winner, which would be nice. So,
After our luck.
One of you can call the race. I couldn't be bothered to go turn the TV on, to be honest.
well,
Mine is going to be on delay to yours, but I can do it.
no, I've got it. Don't worry.
All
I
right.
have now rearranged my entire lounge room setup that I have everything literally that I need at my fingertips. So,
I feel like that's an underrated thing.
Marcus,
anyway,
what's you optimised?
well, I've got everything all in there now, basically. So,
I feel like we should start a new thing called punch shui. It's like feng shui, but for punting.
Punch way.
Yeah.
punch way.
It's like our hunting
Be-
rules of life, right?
No. Be a consultant on setting up people's houses so that they can.
So
This
they
is what-
can punt.
This is what's holding you back. You're facing north instead of east, and if your TV's in the wrong position, you're going to lose more than you win.
You've just got to make sure when you set up where you sit, it's facing the Meadows dog track or whichever track you're betting at that night.
Yeah, so if you're betting in a different direction, you've got to move the whole thing around.
You've got to rearrange which way you're sitting. The
God
TV's not.
forbid if you're betting on the other side of the world, you got to put the TV on the ground or on the roof.
So if you're betting in the northern hemisphere, you've got to have the TV on the roof. If you're betting in the southern hemisphere, say in Argentina or first thing in the morning, you've got to have the TV on the floor. Seems
Wasn't the
logical.
whole thing that you could dig to China if you kept digging under the ground? So even though that makes no sense when you actually look at a map, but
What have
It
you
wa-
bet? What have you bet in this race? Just for curiosity.
1-4-3,
1, 4, 3. What? Top 3 or top 4?
top 4,
Okay. What's it paying?
$2.15. The
Yikes.
one was $1.05 to run the top 4. But
It's $1.25 favourite.
yeah.
Yikes. Oh, I
Well,
got a bad feeling about this one. I don't know why.
You don't know why.
The $1.05 show in there, which is not really a good price.
I really got a bet because I looked at it and it's a maiden as well. So
Yeah, but this thing's come second in its only run, so
On the form,
I haven't.
I've done the easy form.
Mark's made enough. Fuck, we're gonna lose.
I just got a bad feeling about this. one.
Every race of these promos is a maiden, so
Okay.
I mean the dogs have been saving us. The horses are actually where the pain is.
Well, yeah, my bankroll is in fairly disastrous territory.
Well, you're in the negatives, so
Yeah, it exists.
you actually owe the podcast $10. So
And you know what's hilarious is that I think I've had like one bankroll bet in like the last month.
and it'll be a long time before you're able to again.
Oh, God.
You bonus speech this week.
Hopefully I can actually get a winner this week, which would be
So,
nice.
no spoilers, but I struggled to come up with 5.
Yeah, that showed in your bets.
Yeah.
You could tell.
Yeah. The 5.
Are they jumped yet for you, Marcus?
No.
Okay.
Right, green light on, bunny rolling, What are we on again?
143.
The 1 has pinged the lids. The 4 is
that's
second.
nice.
The 3 is last and just got taken out. So it's the 1 followed by the 4 followed by the 8. Well, if the 3, the 1 and 4 have completely cleared out at the front. The 8 is coming third. The 3 is going round the Cape and we'll get, so it's the 4, 1 and 3. So we got that.
And you said it was a shit bet.
I said I had a bad feeling and that was justified considering the 3 got taken completely off.
Did the bet win? Yes. Even with the bad luck, it still won. So
I think this bad feeling is a good sign, to be honest.
Yeah.
The negative bankroll over it.
I mean, the 3 was like 20 lengths. And it ended up coming third.
Yes, it came third.
So there we go.
And yet, I actually had a bad feeling about the 1 for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, your bad feelings are good luck.
Nobody knows why.
You had a bad feeling because it was going to actually win.
I had no idea either. Well, the 1 didn't win, the 4 won. So.
Oh, well, who cares?
Yeah.
For us, it won.
Yeah.
Did it run in the top 4? Yes.
Yes.
That's what we bet on. So we didn't bet on whether it would win or not. So.
Right. Anyway, we got a winner, so that's good.
We're not in the business of taking $1.25 to win.
Well, we took $2.15. That's just as bad. Just
$1.25 on some random dog without a promo would be absurd.
I think $1.05 is pretty bad too.
But that's because it's got the promo.
Yeah, I know, but still.
But realistically, like what was that? I think that was only a 7 dog race. Oh no, it was 8.
8 dog race.
Yeah, but still, like your chance of $1.25 shot not running in the top 4.
It's not 19 times out of 20.
No.
There's no way that's a good bet, scandally.
Yeah.
But it all combines together to get to 215. So
With the promo, it's probably okay.
with the promo, it's a good spot. And the fact that it won.
What the other legs are, but yeah. Look,
Did it win?
It matters.
All that matters is did it win.
Yeah, exactly. And it won. So,
Right.
So it was a great bet.
these shitty dog bets.
So does this mean I actually have a positive bankroll or not? Considering you won
Possibly,
the
but
first 2. I'm not saying I'm
you could
going
have
to
$1.
bet it. I'm not saying I'm going to bet it or that's going to last long. I'm just saying, do I currently right now, after winning the first 2 races on Thursday
So
night,
the
have a positive
first
bankroll?
race was plus. Yeah, you are. Yeah,
Yes.
you're effectively like plus 15.
Yes. Shit, I'm happy. Couple of winners. You beauty.
But there's 2 races to go, so you could be down to plus 5.
Excited at being $185 down.
Yes. Very excited.
No, he's actually 195 because he's actually minus 10. So 15 added on is only $5 bankroll.
Please said he was plus.
I was just adding on the thing. So even that I don't even think is accurate. Wasn't it 11? So, I mean...
Have you included the Hail Mary bet yet, though?
Oh, no. I mean, he's effectively...
Do we want to start off with how last week went?
Won the extra $5, the extra $10 for the Hail Mary.
Well, let's start.
Do you want to take a guess whether Marcus won it or not? Because...
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'd have put him back in the negative.
Now, Marcus was pretty confident that he was on track to win it until that random horse lost. So, how many legs did you have? Let me find this.
I know I got 1 at least.
Wait, let me find yours. So 7 legs. You got 1. How many others do you reckon you got?
Maybe 1 other.
Well, you said the thing was going to win. I mean, you were actually like pumping it up as if it was almost on track to win.
Yeah,
so when you actually got 2 out of 7.
How many did I win? Was
2
it
out of 7.
2 out of 7. Okay. Let's go. Do we want to go through the rest of my awful bets or not?
Yeah.
Well, my place multi actually won, didn't it? Because two of the legs got scratched.
Yeah.
So what did that pay? That actually paid me something.
$25.99.
So that
$15 multi.
It was a $15 multi at $12.47. So it was paying an astronomical amount until two of the legs got scratched.
yeah. So
and one of them had deductions too. Don't forget that.
oh God, so bad. So all that money's obviously gone on punting this week. That's fantastic. Gotta love it.
Yeah, you've already lost all that. So
the Geelong multi was awful.
Did they win?
No.
I can't remember.
I said the Geelong multi was awful.
Yeah, I know, but I asked if they won. You didn't cover that part.
Well, the answer is no. So.
Oh, okay.
The West Coast multi. Well,
Worse.
Did they win?
Well,
I mean, you had them by 25 plus, so they must have won by like 2 goals, right?
I thought
10 points.
I thought they were going to smash Collingwood, to be honest. And despite the
yeah, they only just beat them, right?
And despite the fact that I picked Josh Kennedy to kick 2 goals or more, and Oscar Allen to kick a goal, they lost as well instead of winning by 25 plus points. Now, I will let Andrew gloat when we review his bets, but I was quite happy. I wasn't overly disappointed in the end of the result for the sake of the pod. So, because the outcome of that match was very good for the pod.
You're forgetting that you had Gary Rowan to kick a goal.
Yeah, but that was the Geelong multi.
Like, I know, but you never mentioned the fact that you'd taken Gary Rowan to kick a goal.
Yeah, because I said that Geelong
is an absolute dud.
Shithouse.
Yeah, I know, but you didn't cover how you took Gary Rowan, arguably the worst leg possible.
I don't think it's the worst leg possible, but anyway.
It wouldn't be far off.
How many of my soccer multis got up?
Well, none.
Only one multi, buddy.
Sorry?
0 from 1.
How many of the soccer legs in that soccer multi got up?
Which one was that? Was that Real Madrid, Sevilla, Barcelona? Yeah. And maybe that's the reason why you didn't get to have a bonus bet, because he took this shit bet. But anyway, you actually hit 5 out of 6.
No, which one lost?
Man City versus Leeds.
Was that a draw? Or was it, Andrew?
Yeah, that was 1-1.
Oh fuck!
Somebody bet against Man City. Thank you.
Did you take the draw? Did you?
I bet. I had a spread, so if Leeds had a 1, I would have won like a few thousand, and then draw I won like 600 or something.
Did you bet it on the pod or not?
I don't think I bet it on the pod.
Fuck you!
I think we would know if you won 1,000 on the pod, so.
Because that was paying like almost $7. Oh, that's filthy.
At like $1.33, and it was 1-1, so that was a fail.
So bad. I didn't even know what the result of that one was. I just assumed it had lost.
That's a pretty good assumption for you.
Yeah.
And my Hail Mary, of course, 2 from 7 legs, one being Lucas
Even though
Herbert.
you kept hyping up that it was going to win.
Well, it was in good shape for a while until obviously
It's only been that bloody good of a shape.
From the 5 losing legs.
Well, Sung Jae-im never got a chance at winning the Farmers Insurance. That was won by Sergio.
Well, you were hyping up that you'd already won the golf one, so...
I thought Rasmus Højgaard was the only Danish player to actually make the cut at the Scottish Open. Turns out I was wrong, and he got done by a shot by the only other Danish player that made the cut. Lucas Herbert almost won the golf tournament, so he finished top Aussie. And I don't know which. I'm guessing. I think it was. It was a perfect duel. It got up, or was it LCO?
Zutori.
Oh, Zutori won. That's right. Zutori won. So, yeah, pretty standard punting week for me, just all losers. So.
Even when you win, you lose.
Yep, pretty much. So, I actually still haven't had a multi I still haven't actually had a bet that hasn't been deducted or altered that's actually won so far. So I don't expect that to change this week, to be honest. So.
You got 5 cracks this week, so this is the week. One of them.
Well,
Doubt it.
we'll see. I've had a fair old crack, so we'll see what happens.
We'll see it loose.
Let's move on to my bets then. So, so I had KL Rahul again, top run scorer for Punjab when they played Mumbai. He did not top score. Then I had Faf du Plessis to top score for Chennai against Sunrisers. No idea what happened. Don't remember. It's been playing well though. And then my winning multi was Brisbane to beat Richmond, and then taking on Marcus, of course, Collingwood to beat West Coast, which was quite pure.
I went in the complete opposite direction as to you. And surprise, you won.
I wonder why I won.
Yeah.
Work it out.
Can you get your bets in earlier next time so that we can bet against them?
It's a good strat. Just wait everything.
Yeah. Especially with like only a couple games next week, it's a perfect spot.
Yeah.
I literally have. I didn't start putting my bets in until someone had gone to sleep. So.
Yeah, I was quite happy with that multi.
What did that pay?
$6.34, but I thought that's two quite good.
Nicely done.
Quite good tips. Brisbane against Richmond and Collingwood against West Coast. A couple of decent underdogs. Quite happy with that one. My next multi lost. So this one, I took on Marcus in the first leg. I said Crystal Palace or a draw against Chelsea, and Chelsea won quite easily. Then I had Everton to beat Brighton, and they thumped them. And then I said I threw in Leeds v Man City over 2.5 goals at $1.33, even though it's probably a bad bet, just to boost up the price, and it was 1-1, so that was a bit of a fail. Then the tennis multi, Ramos Vinolas to beat Fuchsovic, because he was paying over $3, but it was close. Like, he gave it I think he lost in straight sets in the end, but it was like 7-6, 7-6, 6-4 or something like that. And then the women's, Mikhail lost to Teague and Fernandez beat Herzog from memory. So that's another 1 out of 3. Then, Jesus, there's too many bets to go through, to be honest.
Yeah.
Everything else fucking lost.
Well, I think the important one to go through is the one you had on the pod last week.
We talked about the ones that got the bonus bets back. So I had 2 soccer multis. I had the first one paying $15.40. Union Berlin to beat Mainz, and they did. Dortmund to beat Freiburg, which they did. Gladbach to beat Cologne, and they did. And Hoffenheim to beat Eintracht Frankfurt. Took a 1-0 lead, paying $15.40, but they lost 2-1. So that was quite tilting.
Yeah, but don't forget about the Gent Hawks.
The Gent Hawks.
Yes.
I've completely forgotten about the Gent Hawks.
Well, if you remember, there was a Belgium basketball game you decided to bet on.
For putting some bullshit bet on, right? Yeah.
You not only did you bet them to win, but you also took them to plus 16.5. And they lost by 28 in the end, so.
Okay. That's disappointing.
Another loss there.
But the other $5 multi that's supposedly getting a bonus bet at some point, allegedly, maybe. Leverkusen to beat Stuttgart, which they did. Sevilla to beat Levante, which they did. PSG to beat Alger, which they did. And Leipzig to beat Schalke. Oh, was it Leverkusen or Leipzig who drew? No, I've forgotten. One of those drew 1-1 after taking the lead. One of those German games.
Something happened in Germany. It was
Stuttgart and Leverkusen drew 1-1.
Yep.
Yeah. So Leverkusen took the lead in the 7th minute, and then a 76-minute equaliser to lose me the bet. Wankers. And then the MLS one, I don't know what happened.
I think he lost 2 out of 4.
Yeah.
So
As for the Hail Mary on the NFL, a bunch of the games got postponed because everyone's getting coronavirus in the US. So I'll let you tell me how many legs I actually got up out of how many that actually stood.
yeah. Let me find this. So 15 legs.
Yeah, but it's not 15 legs because a bunch of them are postponed.
Well, somehow they are all resulted, which doesn't make sense.
Well, a bunch of them would just say it pushed.
No, it says lost or won, which makes
Do you know which ones were postponed?
Wasn't it the Titans or something?
I believe it was more than one postponed. Pretty sure.
But they played another game on Tuesday, so I don't know if that...
Let's see if I can look it up on the app. Week 4.
I think they ended up just playing... I think the Patriots game they postponed.
No, they played it. They played it.
Yeah, but they played it, but they postponed it to play it.
Did I have a bet on Titans Steelers or something? Because it's showing those two as having a bye.
Yeah, I think that is what got postponed. But I don't think you actually had a bet on that.
I thought I took the entire card, though.
Well, according to this, there's only 15, though.
Well, there's 30 teams in NFL, right? Or
32.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. But that seems about right.
Okay. Well, none of them got postponed. I thought a bunch of games were postponed.
Yep.
Yeah, it must have been what you said. They played it on the Tuesday or the Monday or whatever.
Yeah, I believe the Patriots game they played on the Monday.
Yeah, here we go. Patriots-Chiefs played on Tuesday our time.
Yeah.
Chiefs won 26-10.
Yep.
All right, so how many of the 15 got up? It's the big reveal.
So 7 lost.
Okay. That's pretty good. More than 50%.
It's better than 2 out of 7.
Yeah. All right, 8 of 15. Beautiful, I'll take that. Side bet.
Yeah. Well, then for the side bet, let me find mine. I can fucking find it. So I had 9 legs.
Oh, the try scorers.
Yeah.
All right.
Only 4 out of 9 got up.
Hey, winner.
So Andrew gets...
Marcus broke.
What's new?
Exactly. Standard.
What's new?
Side bet. Thank you.
Right. What are we on at Dapto for the next? Are we going Dapto or not?
Yeah. We got 1 minute. Ooh.
Make it happen very quickly.
No, I'll take my time.
That's all right. So
Dapto, race 3. Got 49 seconds according to this, and they're always late anyway, so.
Nah, it'll run on time.
No, it won't.
I bet you it won't.
Never, ever, ever, ever has a dog race run on time. In the
Can you not tell him that while I'm trying to lure him into taking a side bet?
What's the definition?
That was a prime opportunity.
What's the definition? I was going to say, what's the definition of on time?
Well, it would be on 0.
Yeah, that never happens. Not even, not ever.
Well, you were the one saying to hurry up because it'll run on time.
Well, I would generally say within a minute of the start time.
Within a minute is not on time. 1 minute late is still 1 minute late. So we're on 1, 6, and 3.
1, 6, and 3.
1, 6, 3. Yeah.
What home?
All right. So, James, you want to start going through your bets?
All right. So
I'm not even close to them.
I actually got a winner, unlike some people. My first...
We all actually got a winner.
We all actually got winners last weekend.
Well, a real winner.
I got a real winner.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about.
Lots of real losers too.
Yeah.
Including those random horses.
I don't think you hit anything of your bankroll bets.
No, I didn't. No.
So
in place. Disgusting.
So I was 3 points off a fucking another bonus bet getting up as well, because if the Bulldogs had won, I had another bonus bet going that would have won. So that was disappointing. Then I had Port Adelaide minus 4.5. This one was another one that was a bit triggering. Port Adelaide minus 4.5, which they covered easily. Canberra Raiders minus 13.5, which they had covered with 1 minute to go. Then they throw a fucking stupid pass. The other team get it and run the length of the field for a last minute meaningless try.
Green light on.
Which the commentators actually mentioned this is going to be a big deal for some
Bunny rolls. And the 1 has shanghaied the lids, followed by the 4 and the 6, which that's our 3, I think, correct?
163, yep.
1, the 3's, no. Come on.
3 got checked.
3's cooked. Done. Lost.
Yeah, but we still got a bonus bet, so.
Yep.
We get a bonus bet?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right.
Putting Marcus further into the hole here.
Of course you are. What else would you do?
The next race is the world famous Dapto Dogs. Is the name of the race.
Oh, that's
world famous.
Well, we definitely have to have something.
Can we go to America and ask them about the Dapto Dogs?
Yeah.
Interview people in random countries and ask them if they've heard of the Dapto Dogs.
No. Interview them with the assumption they have and ask them the specifics about the Dapto Dogs. So what were your thoughts on last week's race 6?
Anyway, let's keep moving on. James,
do you know how epic it would be to go on the street somewhere and pull someone aside and just say, we want to interview you about some current events, and then say, well, yeah, we're asking about Dapto Dogs, the world famous Dapto Dogs. So obviously last week, race 6, there was a bit of controversy. What are your thoughts on it? One day.
One day when we're allowed out of the house and stuff, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. One day it'll be famous enough for us to leave. Then I had a 3-leg 2+ goal scorer multi, which only hit 1, which was Jack Rewalt. But then I had Charlie Dixon, who didn't. I had Tom Hawkins, who missed 6+ shots on goal and didn't kick a goal. So
that's what cost me my fucking multi. That's what cost me my fucking bloody Geelong not kicking straight. Hawkins not kicking straight.
Lost. But
yeah.
Gary Rowan.
I'm blaming it on Hawkins.
Yeah, but Gary Rowan, the shittest leg you could have taken.
Yeah, shut up. Move on.
I then hit bingo with Sugar's try scorer bingo, where 5 out of the 8 players scored a try, even though one of the players was injured within like 5 minutes of a game. So it was only out of 7, but still 5 people managed to score. So,
well, that's good.
That's pretty decent win. Then I had, let me find it. I had 2 other bets. One was a bonus bet from the week before, wherein I took 2 horses and both of them did not win. They both came second, which was Discharged and Mugger2.
Yeah, Mugger2 got fucked over.
And I believe the Discharge was the same. It also got fucked over.
Yeah, that was that. I saw the Mugger2 one. That was filthy. That was filthy.
Oh well. And then the last one, I had a $5 same game multi on the Panthers and which one, but then I had 2 people to score a try who didn't. So that's the week in the summer.
Now, did you boys hear about the idiotic tab punter who had 100K on the Lakers line at -7.5 for for the previous game against.
Well, obviously we
Heat.
did because you told us about it, but continue.
No idea about this. I must have sent like 100 messages.
So there was one tab punter, 100K on the Lakers line in Game 4 of the NBA Finals. So the Lakers won the match. They won by, I think it was 6 points or something in the end. But one of the Miami players, with literally 12 seconds to go when the Lakers were up by 9, and obviously the Heat can't do anything to win the match, just drops a 3-pointer and costs this guy 100K basically.
That is unfortunate.
Well, I have
dribble out too.
Yeah.
I have a more unfortunate one. So last night, someone in South Africa, there was a race where a horse, there was only $1 put on it in the TAB pool. So it paid out $1,014.80. But someone bet on it at $81 fixed on the tab.
Yes, I did see this one. This was hilarious. Have you ever seen a bigger tote payout? It's not. I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, but it's more the fact that someone only got 81 on fixed odds.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that. So
then today, someone in New South Wales won $621,840 after inadvertently adding an extra 0 on his online betting slip while enjoying a few beers with mates.
That one, yeah, it's amazing.
What
He
happened?
was looking to bet 600 on a 5-horse box quinella during race 6 at Newcastle, but he accidentally put an extra 0 in there.
So he bet $6,000 on the quinella.
600.
Oh, so he bet 600.
Oh, yeah. So, well, 600, but total stake was $6,000. Yeah.
So he bet $6K into the quinella, and it actually saluted. Oh, that's awesome.
So he won 621K. So I don't think you can complain.
He would have been fucking going, oh fuck, what have I done? And then when it actually won, going fucking ballistic. Surely.
Well, I wonder if he didn't know that he'd accidentally bet that much.
Imagine that you log into your thing and you see like 600K and you're like, what the fuck?
For a story the other week, they'd accidentally bet on some $81 shot. It got up, but they just cancelled the bet.
Oh yeah, he got it voided. Yeah, I did hear about that one.
Yeah, so they've already.
Yeah, he voided it and it gets up. Yeah, that was hilarious.
So I think if you accidentally bet $6,000, you'd cash out because you don't want to take the 6K risk, right? So
you're right. He probably didn't know.
What the fuck, 600K?
But who has 6K in their account to begin with to just?
Degenerates?
Like most of these
$600 on exotics. Not even like legally reliable.
Yeah, I guess.
I think definitely not.
Well, on to this week's bets then.
All right, this week.
Andrew, do you want to kick it off?
Sure. All right. Where are my bets? Let me just pull them up. All right. So we have 5 bonus bets each this week. Given there's only 2 games of AFL and 2 games of NRL, we've got some fucking dodgy bets.
With some heavy favourites too.
I'm just going to preface it. The nonsense that's about to follow here with that.
I mean, you're going for a massive upset in one of yours.
The last one.
The Eels.
The Eels. Oh, yeah, well, we'll come to that. All right, so we're starting off with the IPL Cricket. I've gone the Delhi Capitals to beat the Rajasthan Royals. Delhi, one of the top 2 teams. Mumbai and Delhi are the 2 best teams in the league. It's pretty clear. Mumbai are the best team, clearly. But Delhi...
I mean, they're called the Indians, so clearly they should be the best team in India.
Oh, good reason. Can't argue with that. Then I've gone the Kings 11 Punjab to beat Kolkata Knight Riders. KKR are good, in my opinion. Punjab are okay. Not great, but they're okay. I think they're better. And then I've taken RCB to beat Chennai because Chennai, am I allowed to say on this podcast that they're allegedly match fixing? Allegedly.
Oh, well, you better say allegedly.
You just said allegedly, so that's fine.
According to some random in a pub. Yes.
Oh, like, I mean, they were actually kicked out of the competition for 2 years for dodgy shit. And fucking last night, I bet on them like a moron. They need 13 runs and over, and this cunt comes in and blocks his first 3 balls.
Yeah, well, you got to get yourself in.
He comes in with 3 overs to go. They need 13 and over and blocks his first 3 balls. Are you kidding me?
You
Seriously.
got to get your eye in, though. You can't just...
That's so dodgy. Like, holy shit. Yeah.
There is some alleged dodgy shit going on for sure.
Oh my god. Like, seriously. Come on.
Sometimes people make mistakes and sometimes people play with strategy.
I mean, it's like next level. Like, come on, dude. That is not a thing. It is not a thing to block. Like, you can swing and miss, but you can't come in needing 13 and over to 3. Oh, it might have been 11 and over at that stage, whatever it was. Oh, 3 overs. You don't come in and block.
James.
Well, apparently you do.
James, while Andrew's going through his bets, why don't you look at the next for Dapto?
I've already placed the bet.
Good. I'll get.
We've got 6 minutes, so why are you interrupting this?
Yeah, so fuck Chennai. They can all get coronavirus. Next bet.
Allegedly.
They can all go. Don't need to say allegedly there.
I mean, in theory, they can because anyone can get it. So that is a very valid statement.
I mean, honestly, just so irritating. Anyway, next multi was AFL and NRL, paying $8.46. So I've taken Richmond to beat St Kilda at the Skinnies.
Big call there.
Well, I mean,
I don't. St Kilda have to be no chance this week.
The thing, like,
I don't think there's no chance, but
they've lost. Like, losing Patrick Ryder to injury is an enormous loss. Like, I don't see them winning without him.
Yeah,
it's just
in these spots, the teams that are like Richmond are clearly a better side than St Kilda. They just don't lose in these finals.
Yeah. Not only is Richmond a better team, but St Kilda have been made worse due to injury. So,
like, not exactly a great price.
St Kilda probably shouldn't even have got through the round. Realistically, they shouldn't have won last week. I mean, good luck to them, but the
dogs could have got over the line.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think St Kilda were the better side all day, and then it comes to the end, and St Kilda choked.
Yeah,
but I think they still deserve to win.
I feel like they fell in. I feel like if the Bulldogs are better, they would have won. Well, obviously, but
we're better.
Yeah.
So if St Kilda weren't as good, they wouldn't have made finals.
Yeah, but I mean, St Kilda fell in there.
But like, if all of my bets had lost, if the teams had played better, they might have won, and that would have.
Yeah, but I mean, Bulldogs lost by 3 points. They missed a shitload of shots early on in the fourth quarter. If they kick one of those, they win.
Yeah, I mean, they panicked in the last quarter. There's no doubt about that. But I think for 3 quarters, they were the better side.
For 3 quarters, they were. It's just, it could have got pretty messy in the last. So.
Yeah, but so they're not going to beat Richmond. It's just, I really don't see it happening. I'd be very surprised. In a final. It's different in a final than in regular season. It's not the same thing. Anyway, next bet is, I've actually bet against Collingwood this week.
Well, a loyal clubman.
Well, I hope it loses, but we're not going to
Great bet.
Not going to beat Geelong.
It's funny, I've gone the other way. So
yeah, I saw that. I don't.
Which is actually a very bad sign. So we've called it Geelong win.
Yeah, I just don't really see it happening. I think Geelong have been better than Collingwood all season, to be honest.
Yeah, but you guys have got basically your whole team back now. So,
well, not really, but
not quite. But yeah, no, I don't know. I thought like if Geelong were the same price as Richmond, I wouldn't take it. But they were big enough. I can't remember what it was, but it was good
I
enough.
think that the danger for Geelong is that people have figured out also that they suck in finals, but two, that they are too slow. So if people play them fast, which Collingwood can do, then Collingwood can beat them.
I really don't see it, but hopefully, I'm hoping the bet loses.
If they play like last week, it's on.
Well, we'll see. I have no confidence in Collingwood. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh yeah, I'm not expecting them to win, but at the same time, there is a chance.
Yeah, maybe. Well, this is the thing. Like, if it was the same price as Richmond, I wouldn't. If it was the same price as Richmond, I'd actually bet Collingwood, like I did last week against West Coast. Getting $3 about Collingwood, I'd take it, sure. But yeah, close enough to. What was the price? $170 or something? Whatever it was.
No, it was like $1.60, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And then we got into the NRL. I've just taken the two teams that finished in the top four. So the Roosters and the Eels.
So you're going for a massive upset on the Eels.
Do you think the Eels have lost some players or something to be that long?
Yeah. So, I mean, and it's confirmed that some are out, but there's a good injury cloud over some people there too. So, yeah. I mean, they could be completely fucked. And the Rabbitohs have gone crazy lately, winning a lot of games by a shitload.
Yeah.
They did. I don't know. They beat the Roosters by, what was it?
60
plus points or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, I mean, I don't know NRL, but team that's finished in the top four, even if they've lost some players, that seems like a pretty long price. I think. Like, they were like $283 or something. I don't know.
But again, also the Eels were good early on, so they were at the top early and then fell into the top four. And they only just made the top four. They only just won that last game when they should have won easily. And
all right, my bet's going to lose. That's okay. I want it to lose anyway.
One of those legs will lose. That's
all right. It's pretty standard. So already on my second multi, I'm struggling. I'm putting in fucking NRL nonsense. And then I've still got 3 more multis to go. So it's struggling.
I mean, you should have just gone on the world famous Dapto dogs and picked a couple of dogs.
I could have done that. Maybe it would have been a better strat.
I mean, at least people around the world would know what you're talking about. It would open us up to a bigger audience if we focused on the Dapto dogs.
That is a good point. I cannot argue that. Next week, Dapto dogs will be what I'm doing.
I'm guessing you went 1-4-7.
You are correct.
Is it just about to jump or what?
Keep going. You should be able to get the next one off.
All right. Well,
as predicted, they're not jumping on time. In fact, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they're not even in the boxes. So someone didn't start jumping in when this guy was starting to get arrogant about how they jump on time. We could have lured him into a bet on.
Oh dear. All right, next bonus bet. I've gone to the NFL. As you can see from last week, getting 8 out of 15. I know my stuff.
You know 60% of the NFL.
I've taken the Falcons and I've taken the Jaguars. Can't remember who they're playing. Can't remember what they paid, but the multi paying $5.75. So
green light on.
Go. All right, call the race.
Bunny rolls. Racing. It is the 7, 1, 3, and 4. The 4 has just got taken out wide and is last.
I want to clarify that they jumped over a minute late.
So it's the 1 from the 7, the 8, and the 3. The 4 is moving up. The 4's got a very good chance of running third, actually. It's the 1 from the 7. Oh, my God. Are we actually... Okay, bonus bet. It's the 7 from... Sorry, it's the 8, the 7, 1, and 6.
Yeah.
So
And that'll probably be
$19,
front page news in America tomorrow, but
a $20
it's a pretty
shot
disappointing.
got up.
Yeah.
So if you
I think that's a bit more important than the vice presidential debate, so they'll probably cover that a bit more. Like, this will be page 1. The vice presidential debate will be like page 3 or 4.
Have you seen it? The DP debate?
Oh, well, no, I was too busy getting excited for the Dapto dogs to...
Yeah, no, I recorded it. I'm going to watch it later. I forgot about it.
No, I watched it. But,
as entertaining as Trump, but I don't know.
Nothing can be as entertaining as Trump.
World-famous Dapto dogs can. I think even Trump would admit. I mean, I think that should be one of the questions in the next debate. What are your thoughts on last week's Dapto dogs?
Andrew, to the rest of your bets.
Oh, goodness. Okay. So that was my first bonus bet multi. 2 random NFL games, and then I struggled for half an hour trying to find what nonsense to bet. Couldn't think of anything. It's like, all right, back to the NFL. So I've taken over 45 and a half. Well, some of these lines changed.
Close enough. Over 44 and I think over 46 and a half.
So over 45 and a half, it's being moved into whatever the new line
Over
is.
44.
Over 44 between the Rams and the football team.
Yep.
45, that's their name.
Yeah, Marcus, don't laugh. That's rude. That's culturally insensitive.
I don't care about cultural insensitivity. I had to deal with it today.
No
joke.
Podcast. Over 49 and a half points between the Dolphins and the 49ers. And then over 46 and a half, is it now?
Yep.
Between the Colts and the Browns, which may or may not be a slur as well. So getting cancelled for saying that.
Well, their best player likes to be shit on his chest, so
maybe that's where they came. Maybe that's where they got the name from. So that's that nonsense. And then the last bonus bet is the most piece of garbage I could come up with.
Especially given the fact that we have, in the last 2 podcasts, covered how people have been fucked over by meaningless shots in these games, in these finals.
In the Lakers, minus 23.5 points in game 5 of the NBA Finals.
There is no chance this gets up.
Yeah, because as we all know that
no chance.
They want to win 4-2 because of Kobe's numbers backwards. So
there is no chance
they're going to throw this game.
Up. It's the worst rumor I've ever heard.
Yeah, that was. I did like that one.
That's why it's true. Yeah. They snuck it under the radar.
A bunch of players who are injured, and then if they're losing by halftime, they might just give up. That's my theory.
Strongly doubt it.
Yeah, so do I. But I couldn't come up with anything else. It was either that or just betting like random
world famous. You could have bet on the world famous Dapto dogs.
I think Czech ice hockey would have been better than Lakers minus 23.5, to be honest.
Especially when they're going to walk off the field, even if they're up by 23.
Yeah.
What I would love is if they're up by 23 with like a minute to go and they just walk off.
All right. Well, when they win by 35 in a blowout, we'll say who's laughing.
Well, we'll be waiting a long time for that, so.
Maybe I'll be proven to be a genius NBA bettor. Let's see.
Probably not.
Okay. And so now with the $5 bonus bet, I should have been paid 2 $5 bonus bets, but Sportsbet allegedly are dodgy and only gave me 1. So I've thrown it on.
I mean, they look at your bets and they figure you're going to lose it anyway, so what's the point? You're just wasting everyone's time.
But that's okay. I'm not allowed to waste everyone's time. I've thrown it on Matthew Wolff to win the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open, which is some golf tournament.
Why did you put this bet on?
Because he's going to win the golf tournament.
It's actually a decent bet, surprisingly.
Literally, the reason is I figured, I looked at the field, I'm just like, it's going to be like some young guy who actually has the motivation to give a shit at this point.
He is he's a genuine shot of winning this.
And I thought recently I'd seen him playing, near the top of leaderboards or whatever.
He has been playing well. You are correct.
And I figured he cares more than some of these other guys.
Yeah. He could very well do reasonably well in this
And
tournament.
besides 23, so that was the reason I chose him.
Yeah, I actually like that bet. So
Yeah, it ain't happening.
Having any bankroll bets this week because I struggled enough to come up with all of that bullshit. So there's the Hail Mary, which we'll get to later.
right,
Marcus.
I will go. Right, as per usual, I've always started off with the favourite thing to punt on, and that is the races on either Friday night or Saturday.
No, the world famous Dapto dogs is.
Not for me, at least. So I've taken
Ridiculous.
Lunar Flare in race 6 at Cranbourne on Friday night to run a place. I've taken Swats that at Caulfield race 2 on Saturday to run a place. I've taken Felicia in race 4 on Saturday to run a place. And I've taken one of the podcast's favourite horses, Russian Camelot, to win in race 6 at Caulfield on Saturday. So that's one of my racing multis. I've got to say I like that one. If I get over Friday night, then I reckon it's a fairly good chance. Right, my second bonus bet is I have taken a horse by the name of National Choice to run a place in the Caulfield Guineas, which is race 8 on Saturday at Caulfield.
10-1.
To run a place. This thing is a $46 shot to win. It has been the trainer and all the owners have aimed. This is its grand final. So if it's ever going to run a decent race, this is the time for it to do so.
Yeah, but most teams are most horses are kind of like
no, well, they
trying to
build
win
up.
at this time of the year.
So it ran third last time out. So I think it's got a chance of doing pretty well. Third bonus bet is I have taken Brisbane to win the AFL Premiership, and I've taken Melbourne to win the NRL Premiership. I've then gone another. I've in between Richmond and St Kilda on. I think they're playing Saturday night in the AFL. I've taken a super margin of Richmond to win for 20 to 29 points.
You know, you could have just taken that as a bet because I paid 6-1 on its own.
Yeah, but I thought I'd
such a ridiculous bet.
I thought I'd throw in Tom Lynch, Jack Rewalt, and Tim Membry all to be anytime goal scorers for that.
It's going to be hilarious when they win by 30. Some meaningless point after the siren.
That could very well happen, to be honest.
I foreshadow that bet loses on some meaningless play.
And then, unlike Andrew, I've actually taken, I think Collingwood are actually half a chance against Geelong.
So there you go, everyone. We may as well not even play the game because Geelong are going to win.
So I've taken Collingwood.
Sell your house and put it on Geelong because the stars are aligning.
So I've taken Collingwood 1-24 into the unders, under 110.5 points total for that match. So they're my bets for the week. So we'll see how that lines out. So I'd just love National Choice to get up and run a drum on Saturday. That would be quite handy. So at $10 a place. So they're my bets. James, what have you got for us?
About Collingwood Geelong under 110 when the the total's so small.
I just think it's going to be
I think unders too, but that is really low.
Yeah, I honestly think it'll be under 100. I reckon. So
that's
well, I'm throwing in a totally degenerate bet because I'm looking at what's going on there. So in the insights on there, it says Mason Cox at kick 2 goals or more is paying $5. So I'm putting $5 on that. I mean, it's chance. For For $5, I reckon it's actually better. That is overs.
Yeah, I hate it at $5.
Huh?
I don't hate that bet at $5.
Yeah, I mean, you look at how many bloody times.
Yeah.
He's either a zero or a goes on fire kind of player.
Yeah.
And he kicks straight as well.
Yeah.
That he can actually do well, kick straight.
So, yeah, that's that. So that I've just added to randomly now. My first bet, I've taken Collingwood to win, which was already lost. So this bet is already a waste of time. But anyway, I've taken Richmond to win. I've taken Roosters to win. And I've taken Rabbitohs to win. So, yeah, pretty self-explanatory.
Two of my legs are the same. Is that right?
Well, I mean, mine was placed before yours.
So I copied two of your legs.
Yeah, and then just made it shitter.
And then
Yours is like copying the homework and then like getting the thing completely wrong and throwing in a...
Change it a little bit to make it look like you haven't copied, right?
Yeah, but then you accidentally put it all into Chinese. So that's that's the level of copying you did. Then I've taken Storm to win the grand final and then Port Adelaide to win the grand final, which is paying $13. I've taken the next multi I've taken is the same game multi of Richmond with Dustin Martin, Shea Bolton, Trent Cotchin, all to get 15 plus disposals, Jack Riewoldt to kick a goal, Tom Lynch to kick 2+ goals, and Richmond to be 3/4 time leader, Richmond to win by 25 plus. So hopefully they win by 30 just to fuck Marcus over because that would be so funny. I mean, like, I'd rather we win by 26 so that we both win, but at the same time, possibly funnier and better if they win by exactly 30.
I mean, anytime goal scorer is it was paying like 105 that doesn't get up to costing the...
Yeah.
But like Jack Riewoldt probably paying like 108 or something.
Tom Lynch, I think, was paying like nothing.
Lynch was like $1.04, I think.
There you go. So the $1.04 leg, he gets injured in the first quarter and then...
I mean, which he is potentially... I mean, there's a chance that it could happen because he's clearly not 100%, so...
I'd be okay with him kicking the first goal and getting injured. That's fine. So.
He hits the post on the first attempt and then does his hamstring while doing it. And they win by exactly like 24 just to watch you lose. Then my next one is paying $5.50. I've taken Daniel Tupou to score a try and then Alex Johnston to score 2 or more tries. I've then taken try scorer bingo because bingo is what it's made of and it's done well for me so far. So any three of Clint Gufferson, Lane, Walker, Gagai, Murray to score. And that's paying $6. So that's all of mine.
All right. Well,
Into the Hail Marys.
we'll get about 2 of those 15 multis up between us. That's my prediction.
We might get 1.
I reckon 2.
Yeah. I mean, statistically, we should get 2 between us, but, you know.
We'd have a side bet on how many of them we get up. I'd say 2.
What's the over-under on how many I get up?
I reckon out of the 15...
The over-under has to be 0.5 for you.
15 between us, I'm saying 2 get up.
Yeah, which would put 0.5 for Marcus to be the correct line.
Yeah, well, none of Marcus's can get up. I mean, it's like 2 between us.
Yeah, usually what happens is that Andrew and I win 1 and then Marcus does.
Yeah.
Or every leg except for 1 gets voided and he somehow gets a 1-leg multi.
Right.
Or what if Collingwood win, but then they go over the 110? They score 112 points.
Could happen.
I could see that happening. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty fucked spot.
Right. Who's going to start the Hail Marys?
You can.
Right. My Hail Mary. I've got to say, I do quite like my Hail Mary.
It's got no
this
fucking
week.
chance.
Well,
All right.
it's Collingwood 1-24.
We've already
Richmond,
discussed that's over.
Richmond minus 15.5. I've taken Lewis Hamilton to win the AFL Grand Prix this weekend. I've taken Djokovic to win the French Open.
You do realize that he was injured and struggled through the match today.
Who?
Djokovic.
Yeah, he won. That's all that matters.
But he struggled through whilst being injured, so
That's fine.
I think he'll. Yeah.
it's just such a marker spot though to bet on someone who's like got injured.
Yeah, like they were talking about. I didn't think he was that bad. I thought he was alright.
Well, he was saying he was hurt after the game.
Yeah, but like that's just excuses.
I know, but like there's
I saw a lot of the match. He played well. I think he's fine.
but there's just as good a chance that he pulls out at some point. Which would just be a perfect spot for Marcus to it's not like you're getting extra value because he's injured. Like if you were getting extra value because he said he was injured and struggling, then sure. But
so I've taken Djokovic to win the French Open. I've taken Petra Kvitova also to win the French Open. I've taken Tagovailoa to win the Caulfield Guineas. So that's race 8 at Caulfield on Saturday. I've taken Russian Camelot to win race 6, which I think is like Caulfield Stakes or something.
Which is like $1.50 in a 6-horse race.
So well, that's because it's going. So that's because let's be honest. A lot of people will be loading up on it, and it'll probably be closer to $1.40 by the time it jumps. And I've taken Felicia to win race 4 at Caulfield on Saturday as well. So, and I think that's paying about $1,800 or something if that all goes well. So,
which it won't, but anyway.
No, you never know.
You kind of do.
We'll know by Friday night what's happening. So.
Yeah, by Friday night it'll be dead. So.
Well, the first leg is going to be tonight because Kvitova plays.
Yeah, so
the semi-final. So
she's got to actually win that.
So yeah, you do have to win the semi-final to be able.
That's true. So
it works. So it'll be dead in every chance that it's dead before this is posted. Every chance it's dead before this is posted on the internet.
Yeah, go tell everyone to go place the bet themselves, Marcus. It's a good spot for them.
Well, anyway, I think it's a chance. So
it's a chance, just not much of a chance. But that's
theoretically, yeah, everything is a chance.
That's a standard Hail Mary multi.
I mean, like if you stop someone in America and ask them what they thought about last night's Dapto Dogs, there's a chance they won't have watched it. There's a small chance, but realistically, they're going to know.
This is true. All right. My Hail Mary, I have gone to Monday's MLS games, which is paying $2,980.68. So I've taken New York City to win. I've taken a draw between LA and Seattle, draw between Chicago and DC United, draw between Orlando and Columbus, draw between Cincinnati and Toronto. Then I've taken Philadelphia, Kansas City, Dallas, and Portland all to win. Very well thought out legs.
Especially when there was like a straight line of draws. Just clearly did the form.
Yeah, so that's my expert Hail Mary multi.
James?
Well, I have taken a 19-leg multi, which so I have Tom Lynch, Jack Riewoldt, and Max King to all kick a goal. I have Tom Hawkins, Jordan De Goey, Brody Myercheck to kick a goal. I've taken the Sydney Roosters 1-12. I've taken the South Sydney Rabbitohs minus 28.5, which is only paying $8.50, which is how much they think they can win. I've taken the Lakers to win the next game. I've taken the Steelers, The Arizona Cardinals have taken the Houston Texans. The LA Rams, Kansas City Chiefs. I just lost my spot. Dallas Cowboys. I've taken Argentina to beat Ecuador. I've taken Brazil to beat Bolivia. I've taken Spain to beat Switzerland. And I've taken a big upset here, Germany to beat Ukraine in soccer. So, all of that.
Bigger upset is Brazil to beat Bolivia.
Well, actually, Brazil to beat Bolivia was only $1.05, whereas the other one was $1.25. So, actually, Brazil's a much bigger upset.
Fantastic. Brazil to beat Bolivia. They could probably beat them with 9 players, to be honest.
Well, they're going to have 11, and they're going to win, which is why I bet on them. And all of that pays 1.2K.
Are we on the next at Dapto?
No. No, we're not.
Is there no more bonus?
No.
Okay. That means I should actually bet on it because that's what I do best. Do I have any money to bet with?
No.
For the pod?
No.
Really?
You're in the negatives.
How am I in the negatives when we won earlier?
You're always in the negatives.
You started 16 behind, and you lost. You were up 50, you won 15, which still put you like $1 behind. But then you've also lost 2 more races. So
let me bet something.
You can put $1 on, I guess. But even then, you're already in the negatives.
Let me bet on the 5. Put $5 on the 5 for me.
You don't have $5 to bet.
Just let me bet $5 on the 5.
You're bad because you keep losing.
Yeah. Just let me put 500 on the 8. It's high speed.
Well, I could bet like $50 on something, can't I?
I could bet like 100 on something, but you know.
No bankroll bets. I can put $50 on it.
Just let me have $5 on the 5, please, for the pod.
What's the 5 paying?
$5.50.
All right, I think I'm going to have a bet on it now.
Yeah, so, Andrew can bet on it. You can't though.
How much should I bet? What do you reckon?
You got to go fast because it is meant to jump.
No, it's not even close.
Let's have $10 on the 5 for me then.
Okay. So Andrew's on for 10. Marcus, you don't have a bankroll, so you're on for 0.
Fuck you. Oh my God.
Now, I don't want to promote like rivals, but the sponsor of this is Sportsbet Greyhound Podcast Race 5 is the name of the race. At the world famous Dapto dogs, who, as one would say, they always jump on time, but you know, they're not even going into the boxes or towards the boxes, and it's meant to jump.
They're not
ages
even
ago.
Close. Now they're going. Can I please bet $5 on something?
We've already got a bet on it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
You've got a bet for the pod. You get a third of everything that happens anyway.
Just not in your bankroll. Because you're a loser. Next time,
losing money, you got to lose your own money.
Yeah. Next time, don't go more than 200 into the negative, and then you can bet.
If you were only $185 down, you'd be allowed to bet.
But you're not.
You were able to lose that much of our money, and we'd still let you bet. But you lost that much more, you're banned. It's the rules.
So next time, maybe you spend an extra 3-4 hours on finding a winning bet. And then you can bet in future.
Shut up.
Are you actually trying to log in somewhere to bet?
Yes. All right.
Ooh, it's gone out to, oh no, it's back in. I'm betting on my personal account on it. It's in the $5. They're listening.
Oh, fuck. Market suspended. I couldn't get on.
Go to the 5.
All right. Call it home for me then, son.
All right. The 8 is leading. The 8 is leading from the 2-1 and the 7, the 6-4. And the dog I picked is last.
did I copy your pick?
Yeah, that was probably the stupidest thing you could have done.
Yeah, this ain't winning.
That's $10 gone.
And it finished last.
So that's why you're banned.
Yeah, that's why we don't let you bet.
But I was stupid enough to take your tip instead of taking something else.
Right. On that note, good night and happy punting, everyone, this week.
Do not bet on what Marcus says.
Yeah, just take on everything Marcus says and you